Everybody, and welcome back to my channel. So I know I've been gone for a little while. I think it's been like 3 or 4 weeks, but just to give you guys a little update, I just recently started grad school, so I'm getting my MBA in financial services, to be able to do kind of like what I'm trying to do through my YouTube and my Instagram, and kind of make this an overall brand in itself. So yeah, that's exactly what I'm trying to do. So just making sure that I'm on a set schedule for school and then working full time, as well as, you know, being able to dedicate time to this as well, which is very important to me. So that's kind of why I've been gone, but I'm back and I'll still be able to upload weekly. So that's so exciting. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. I do have a couple updates for you guys, but I'll tell you kind of like as we go. But great, so I already wrote my income for this paycheck as well as the date. So I'll go ahead and write my monthly bills and the due dates. Okay, so first update. So if you guys know, previously I was talking about tackling one specific credit card. I was dedicating all of my money kind of to that credit card. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I was able to pay it off last month. I think it was like my last paycheck in August. I'll insert like a little clip of that video. If not, go ahead and go to my Instagram page where you'll be able to see my IGTV of kind of me celebrating paying off that credit card. So I won't have to have a credit card number 1, credit card number 2. I only have one credit card left, and that will be paid off soon as well. So I'm super excited about that. So yeah, I'll continue to write my monthly bills. You can see this was my balance as of today, and I just want you guys to see I was able to pay it. So of course it's not going to say a zero balance as of right now because it's the weekend and they're not open. One second, I just don't want to show you guys my perfect. So that's today's date and the amount I just paid. So that means I'm at a zero balance, honey. Everything's paid off. This credit card is about to be cut up and thrown in the trash. So hopefully this is encouraging for you as well. Perfect. So if you watch any of my previous videos, you would know that, or you may notice that the total amount that comes out, that I allocate rather for monthly expenses, was $664 previously, before I paid off my initial card. So you may have questions about that, and that's only because now, since I paid off my previous credit card, I just took the minimum balance that I was paying and added that to this credit card as well. So that's kind of that's the snowball method. So that's what kind of will get the ball running in order for you to pay off the card a little faster. So instead of me just paying $40 a month for this credit card, which is the minimum payment, I'll pay $80 a month for this credit card to make that my new minimum payment in my head, to be able to pay it off a little faster. So yeah, that's why I did that. All right, and so I'm gonna move on to my cash envelopes. So I'm going to start with giving. Personal, Ava, grocery, and gas. Okay, perfect. So another update. Goodness, I just have a bunch of updates, I guess, in the last 3 weeks. I've missed you guys so much. I haven't been able to share a lot of things. Oh, and I just realized I forgot something here. Okay, I'll go back. So yeah, update. So previously I had 7 cash envelopes. Oh no, I'm missing one. Restaurant. Goodness. Okay, sorry about that. I don't even know how I missed that one. But previously I had 7 cash envelopes. I had nails as well. So I'm trying a new thing. I recently joined a church and kind of grown my faith. I was always like raised in a church, but I've kind of gone, because your family wants you to go or something. But I've started to go on my own, and I've honestly loved it and grown my faith and things like that. So with that, I was able to, or realized that I kind of needed to restructure my budget, how I kind of thought about it and things like that. So my giving cash envelope, this is my tithing. So previously I was only tithing $20 a paycheck, which is $40 a month. But if you're kind of into the church or things like that, you may know that people say that you're supposed to tithe 10% of your income, and I wasn't doing that, but still kind of expecting the same outcome as anybody else, being able to kind of receive blessings in regards to my finances and things like that. But I was kind of able to realize that may not be the case if I'm not willing to make sacrifices to make those kind of dreams come true for me. So I now budget $120 for my tithing, which isn't exactly the 10%. It would be $124.80, but just to make it like a even number, I just went with $124. And this is the amount of money that I'm going to put into the church for tithing. I'm not trying to encourage anybody to follow what I'm doing or have your the same faith mindset as me. I'm just wanting to explain to you guys why that changed for me. So for personal, now I do $60. Ava is $40, groceries $80, gas still $50, and restaurant $25. So in order for me to be able to increase my amount that I want to tithe, I had to decrease in other areas, which is fine with me. I wasn't, it's not that big of a deal for me. So that's $375 for my cash envelopes. Okay, last update. I promise I was almost about to end the video, but I realized that I left out something else. So in the midst of the 3 to 4 weeks that I was gone and starting school, my job pays for me to go to school. So I'm also doing that debt-free, not trying to add any debt to the equation. And so from my previous videos, you may already kind of get the sense that I had everything kind of down to a science. So I was putting away $664 for monthly expenses, $430 for cash envelopes. Whatever was left, I was throwing it to debt. Like every dollar had a plan, and I kind of stopped relying on my planner to kind of give me an update on things that are coming in the future. So with school starting, of course you have to buy your books, but me, with how my budget was, and I was like so zoned into paying off debt, this is how it has to be and things like that, I kind of completely forgot that, books is an expense that I have to add to my budget. That's something that I'll have to pay for the next 1.5 years that I'm in school. And it completely slipped my mind, and it kind of made me, I wouldn't say depressed, but I kind of was disappointed in myself that I was focused more on debt than kind of like the whole financial freedom journey. So financial freedom is not only paying off debt, it's being able to be financially stable. So not relying on credit and debt basically to kind of get you through life. So having an emergency fund or a savings account and things like that to be able to get you by when things come up. So maybe like 1 year ago, if this would have happened, that's something that I definitely would have put on my credit card. That would have been a credit card expense. Like, oh, something came up out of the ordinary, or I didn't plan for this, just swipe my credit card. But since I'm on this journey, that's not something that I did. So I had to tap into my savings. So with that, I'm paying myself back from this paycheck. So I'm just going to put savings repayment on here if I have space. And I'm paying myself back $128, and I did that today. So it's kind of out of order, but I'm gonna put it right here. So sorry about that. And let's go ahead and wipe this out. Perfect. So that's $7.92. So when I do one, and I subtract all of this from my income, it gives me $81 left over that can go towards debt, a debt payment. Which is going to be this credit card. So on top of the $20 extra that I'm putting away for my minimum payment, I'm also going to put another $81. So all together, that's coming extra from this paycheck will be $101. Yeah, I did that right. Perfect. So yeah, so I just definitely wanted to share this with you guys just to show you that I'm not perfect. And when I work one-on-one with people, I tell them that like your financial journey will not be perfect. Things come up, things happen, and paying off debt is not the only thing that builds wealth. Being financially stable will help you build wealth. Investing will help you build wealth, things like that. So I'm kind of excited that not excited, but happy that this happened, just to kind of be able to take my own advice. You know, I'm always encouraging other people to be comfortable with changes in your budget and things like that. Everything's not going to be perfect. Everything's not going to be down to a science, and things may change. So this is a change that happened for me. This is my new budget. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the bank and get out this for my cash envelope, and we'll go ahead and stuff it. So I'm back. First we have gas, and I allocate $50 for gas. I like to do that in 2 20s and 2 5s. Also, if you don't follow me on Instagram, definitely follow me. I have a post on there on how I've managed to save money on my gas the last month or so. So I've had at least like $6 to $12 left over in my gas envelope. So definitely go ahead and check that post out. For a restaurant, I have $25, and I did that with 2 20s, a 5 and 5 1s. Ava, she gets $40, so I do that with a 20, a 10, 5 and 5 1s. I think the rest of this is 5 1s. giving $120, and I did all that in 20s. So put that into giving. Groceries, I have allotted $80. And then the rest is for personal. I don't have an envelope for this. I just put it in my wallet. And lastly, I wanted to show you guys my cute little envelopes now. So I changed how I was making my envelopes. These are now laminated. So if you can see that in there, I changed the designs that I cut out as well. So I'm really in love with these. They're so cute to me. Everyone always, I get a bunch of compliments on them. So I'm kind of thinking about maybe opening up an Etsy shop or something like that to make them available for people. So yeah, just a thought. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching the video. I look forward to seeing you guys next week. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to email me, DM me, comment under this post or this video. But yeah, see you guys next time.